All right, this is what's interesting to us this morning, brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports. If you're looking for the Indian motorcycle, the original motorcycle, all you have to do is go down to Grand Prix Motorsports off of County Line Road and
Santa Fe!
Wow, that was very virtuoso.
I'm starting to like the Hochman guy that plays the piano better.
With this particular segment, I was going to go someplace else, CU, CSU. But I want to continue with something that you just said, which was it's the greatest story you ever covered.
It was.
Okay. I've been in this business for 25 years now.
Sure.
And that is easily one of the greatest stories I've ever covered. You did not cover those Rockies teams.
I wasn't here, yeah.
Okay. You got here when?
I literally got here the same day they lost the final game to the Red Sox, coincidentally.
Okay.
I arrived in town.
Okay.
Ominous.
Yeah.
Even though neither of you covered the Rockies in 07.
I did, yeah.
And neither of you covered the story I'm about to mention.
Okay.
Which story, if you could go back in time, would you like to cover the most?
Okay.
The 2007 Rockies
All right.
or the Tim Tebow era?
Well, I mean, I'm with Troy. I mean, the Tim Tebow era was rock and roll. It was all the media was with this godlike football player who's working miracles in crazy situations. But look, there's savior quarterbacks a lot.
No, not like.
Well, not
him.
like him because of the implications of the religious aspects.
It wasn't even the religion. I was doing sports talk radio at the time.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievable. It's like something I will never forget for the rest of my life. As far as that Rockies run goes, I was at Fox 31 at the time, and that was. You couldn't go to sleep at night. It was so exciting. You could not wait to wake up the next day because it was what's going to happen next.
Sure.
But when Tebow played, and I'm talking about his first and only season here,
Of course.
every Sunday you felt, what's going to happen next, or specifically in the final 2 minutes?
No, it's true, and I always tell this fun story. Well, it's not that fun of a story, but I'm telling it on live television. The idea of every Sunday, I was covering the Nuggets time, I would go to the gym and jog.
That is a story.
And jog during the second half of the game.
That's breaking news.
And there was the same guy. He had that poor guy to work on Sundays, and I was the only person in the gym, and he was the only person working at the gym. And he was a huge fan, and we like shared this experience. I'd be on the treadmill, and all of a sudden, what? You know, we'd scream at each other, and this happened, like you said, like 4 or 5, however many Sundays in a row. And then I'll never forget the playoff game. Same thing. I'm on the treadmill, and I'm like, all right, well, I got to get back to. Gotta get back home, watch the overtime. I live 4 minutes from the gym walking. So I pack up and I briskly walk out. I'm like, I won't miss. Maybe I'll miss a play. Maybe I'll miss one play. And I walk out, and in my neighborhood, there's a lot of like balconies and stuff. All of a sudden, people literally came out on their balconies and just go, ah! And I'm like, what did I miss? And of course, I missed the Demaryius touchdown.
There you go. Yeah. One thing before we end this segment and move on. You are very tight with Matt Holliday.
Yeah.
Did he touch the plate?
He did not, but it doesn't matter.
Have you ever told him that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a debate. It actually makes that whole run better.
Yeah, it adds to the
storyline.
Does he know?
He never got tagged either. The other guy gave up on the play. I mean, it had been a different thing if catcher, escaping my name now, had picked up the ball and gone over and tagged. He didn't tag him either, so for me...
Would Matt tell you privately, give him a couple of beers, hey, did you touch the plate? What would he say?
Yeah, he doesn't drink, but I don't know what he would say. He knocked himself out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I mean, he was, like, incoherent. He hit his chin, and he was dazed. So I don't really know that he knows. Like, he could watch it and probably say, like, that doesn't look great, but I don't know that he knows. Tebow thing, I remember right. Tebow, was the thing about it was he was easier to appreciate than explain.
Yeah.
There was no way to explain to someone that bad for 3.5 quarters that could win a football game. It's like Elway. I'm like, don't kid yourself. Elway was really good. He made some bonehead plays during the course of a game. But Tebow would look completely dysfunctional as a quarterback and just overmatched to the point where you felt sorry for him. And then all of a sudden, boom, lights go on, alarms are blaring, and he's making... But to your point, Ben, my kids were playing basketball during that time. They play on Sundays. And so we'd be at these different high schools around the area, and everyone, their teams are supposed to be going to warm up.
Right.
And the teams wouldn't go warm up. They're all watching like some little TV at the front desk of some, all gathered around.
Awesome.
And I'm not a Bronco fan, but I loved the story.
Right.
And it was just all these people that don't know each other high-fiving.
Right.
It galvanized people in a way publicly, because we're usually in a press box that's the people aquarium.
Sure.
And to be out in the public and see how they reacted to it was really fascinating.
The people aquarium.
That's the press box.
You know what? I think I read a scouting report one time on Tim Tebow.
Yep.
And it said, overall, and it said, looks like running from bees.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe his game.
What?
He always looked like he was running from bees.
And it was just bonkers that he was a Heisman Trophy. He's arguably the greatest college player of all
Amazing
time.
college player.
It's just bizarre in a weird way that he could go from that to being so bad, but then, of course, fourth quarter, lights are on.
All right, that segment was brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports. If you're looking for the original motorcycle, talking about the Indian motorcycle,
Terry!
There's my man Terry on his 2015 Indian Chieftain, and he got it at Grand Prix Motorsports located off of County Line Road and
Santa Fe.
wow. Crescendo, decrescendo. You're like the maestro from Seinfeld.